Hi, I'm Emily Burmis, and this is not 120 Seconds to Better Leadership. So I want to make a video today that's a little bit different, not about leadership. It's a little bit about paying it forward. It's a little bit about branding. It's a little bit about marketing, and it's a little bit about unboxing. But we're calling it Funboxing because I hate unboxing videos. So we'll touch on those. And then at the end, if you stay through, there'll be an opportunity actually for you to receive a free gift from us for you and or a friend or both. So what got this all started, I have monthly meetings with my marketing team, and we were brainstorming, just new things we could try. We're always trying new things. We measure and pivot, and that's what I love about working with them. And what we decided right now is we want to go super analog because everyone else is going heavy digital. So we get those spam emails. I get probably 10 a day. That's not how I want to be introduced to a new prospective client. So we're sending my book out. And so we had these really cool boxes made. And, I had a vision for how this would go, but I ended up receiving one of my own books. So I'm gonna unpack it, and this is sort of like the unpacking video in the real world versus the unpacking videos in the digital world where people actually know what they're doing. So to start with, literally my camera, because I usually do handhelds for my videos, but I need my hands today, is MacGyver taped to a vase. It's sitting on top of a boiling pot. So very, very high tech. Fortunately, I have good lighting in my kitchen, so I don't need the ring thing. But this is definitely harder than I thought. It probably took me 20 minutes to figure out how to get my camera in place. But anyway, so the reason we're doing the unboxing video is because I actually had one of the boxes returned to me. So we've got some of these like images. I had only seen the images of the boxes that my book comes in digital format on my computer. And of course it looks perfect. And so my image was the book, shows up, and this is our strategy. One of the strategies we're trying. The book actually shows up in the office of someone that's in an officer level role for less than 2 weeks. So they're looking their best. They're in their big new office. They're excited. They come, there's this gorgeous box as a surprise gift. So, on the video or the pictures I saw of the box, it was pristine. Well, this poor woman, we didn't have apparently the right address. So it came from one part of the country to the other part of the country back to Midwest, where it landed at my house. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my book. So the box on the digital proof that I approved, was pristine. Well, when it goes through the mail, it's not as pristine, and because it got tracked so many different times, the whole thing is basically covered in stickers that are trying to get this book to where it's supposed to go. So what it's supposed to look like is the logo, part of our logo, and ready for something different, which is kind of our tagline for a lot of the work that we do. What we really wanted in this campaign was for people to start connecting the book itself to our firm, because the book isn't really branded as part of our firm, but obviously it's my firm and my book. So we want to try and make that a little clearer for folks. And we want to be nice and give them helpful information. This book doesn't change people's lives, but it can help prevent them from making mistakes. And that's what we wrote the book for. So you open the box, and you've got the logo on the inside. In the bottom, you can see we've got the blend, which is just like our website. And I didn't know what the cards looked like. I knew I wasn't gonna write them because you can't read my handwriting, and I'm not disciplined enough to sit down and do tedious things like these. So the sentiments are mine, but obviously another firm is actually doing this work and shipping this stuff out. So really nice note, longer than I thought. Somebody took a lot of time to write this note. And it is cursive and it is legible, which is evidence why I don't do this. But it looks like guy's handwriting. So I'm gonna have to ask the firm, is this girl handwriting or boy handwriting? Because it doesn't always look the same. But I thought it was perfect. They branded us some note cards, which I don't have, so I'm gonna have to get some of these. And then inside the box, you've got the book. And I was really impressed, especially since our marketing firm, I think, is all men. They may not be, but the ones I work with are. They actually thought to use tissue paper that matches part of our logo. So I thought that was really cool. And then inside, obviously the book itself. And if you aren't aware that I wrote a book. It's been really well received, actually. And, it's a super simple read. I can read it in about an hour and a half, which means you can probably read it in 60 minutes. But it's really a field guide for executives that are new to role. And from the feedback that I've gotten, there's a lot in here that people thought they knew but didn't know. A little bit of this is counterintuitive, but it really just helps people from getting off on the wrong foot in a new executive role, helps them figure out how to learn their role and their role clarity as quickly as possible, helps boost that confidence that you know what you're doing, because there's about 1,000 interviews worth of content in here. So lots of really smart people, put into this book. So that's the book. Here's the offer that we have for you. We would love to send you this box. Hopefully it won't be covered in stickers like the one that came back to me, but we want to send you the box with the book. If you are within 3-4 months of a new executive role, the book really isn't meant for people that don't lead others. So usually director to VP is or above is where we're working. So we'd like to hold these books for those folks. We'll hold aside, 10 or 20 of the books for people that want it. So if you're on LinkedIn, just put in the comment, I want it, we'll inbox you and get your address and we'll get that sent out to you. What I would also like to offer, because I think it'd be funny, is that if you or if you want to send one to a friend, or if you want two, one for you, one for a colleague, then if one of you is willing to do an unbox video about the book and what it showed up for you like, then we'll send two. So you can get one just because you want it. It can be for you or a colleague. If you want two, one of you has to make an unboxing video. And we can't wait to see them.